Let me tell you about the time my grandpa kicked my ass in tennis. I was about 15 years old, and my 70-year-old grandfather said, "Hey, you want to go play some tennis?" And I thought, yeah, this should be fun. After a little bit of a rally, he said, "You want to play a game?" And I said, "Sure." And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm going to wipe the floor with this old man. Let me tell you something. I got my ass handed to me so hard. It was one of the most humbling experiences in my life. And a lot of the lessons that I take away from my grandparents, I didn't really fully grasp and appreciate until I became an adult and even a parent myself. I remember these wonderful discussions with my grandpa Harry about Torah and comparing English literature, all while eating all-you-can-eat baby back ribs with Papa Dan. I remember these long car rides to Mesa, Arizona for Cub spring training, where this year was always our year, but also he built businesses in Jewish institutions, and he was very soft-spoken about it, but really led by example. And I would imagine that there are experiences that they also had understanding parenthood from a totally different perspective by being with grandkids instead of kids. In this week's Parsha Vayechi, Jacob comes to the end of his life, and also it's the end of the book of Genesis, of Bereshit. At the end, Jacob blesses all of his sons, but interestingly, he specifically gives a blessing to Joseph's kids, Ephraim and Manasseh, the two grandsons that were born in exile outside in Egypt. And this idea around Vayechi, like what it is to live, what is worth living for, how do we know the direction that we're going? Grandparents offer this beautiful teaching opportunity for grandkids, and grandkids can learn so much from grandparents and even impact them in their later years. And I think that this dynamic was happening at the end of Jacob's life. He now is spending 17 years, and he ends up passing away in Egypt. And this Vayechi, this what is really life all about experience, happens with his grandkids in Egypt. And so I am just so deeply appreciative to my grandparents for the experiences that they taught me and what I got to learn from them. And I am bringing those legacies forward as I am now a father myself. So as we end the book of Bereshit, Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek, may we go from strength to strength and enter the book of Shemot, and wishing everybody a wonderful legacy-filled Shabbat.